Chicago Bulls lost their fifth game in a row, this time at the hands of the Utah Jazz in double overtime. Talk about it right after this. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome back to Whole Lotta Bull. I'm Troy. Follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Troy, but you follow the show more importantly at Whole Lotta Bull. So let's get into it. The Chicago Bulls have suffered their fifth consecutive defeat, this time at the hands of the Utah Jazz in double overtime. What was the damn score? 150 to 147. Now Larry Markkanen gets his man, he got us good. Almost dropping a 50 piece, 47 points for Larry Markkanen. Um, 15 to 33 from the field, included 6 of 17 from beyond the arc. 17 3-point attempts for Larry Markkanen in this game. Man, I don't watch Utah Jazz games other than when they play the Bulls. Um, so I could be completely wrong, but I don't think Larry Markkanen has ever taken 17 threes in a game. 47 points. He can, obviously his career best against the Chicago Bulls. Not his career high, but certainly by far his career best against his former team, Chicago. And Keontae George in this game for Utah, who ultimately hits the game-winning three-pointer with leaving only point 0.8 of a second left on the clock. Now he struggled in this game. The Bulls now, yes, he was missing some shots, but the Bulls were generally doing a pretty good job on Keontae George to start off with. But he just explodes in the second half. He finishes with 33 points. Now he does only shoot 10 of 27 from the field, 3 of 10 from beyond the arc. So those numbers are friggin' horrible. But he does go 10 of 10 from the free throw line as well. And yeah, just for a guy who was struggling all game long, was hardly the person you think was gonna to put that final dagger in the Bulls' heart in this game. Um, yeah, this loss sucks. I mean, I'm not as I expect this is a game I totally expected the Chicago Bulls to win, especially going into into a set of back to back. Got Denver tomorrow in Denver. That one is you write that one down as an L right before the season even starts, basically. So this was a game that you needed to win. The Bulls fall to 6-6 on the season. Now after that hot 6-1 start, 5 losses in a row. Now, positive I'm gonna take out of this is Coby White is back. Now, he was only supposed to be on 24 minutes restriction. Now that's based on the assumption that the Bulls this game's not going to overtime and it goes to 2 overtimes. So he ends up playing 30 minutes in this game, so 6 minutes beyond his minutes restriction. And other than getting to the free throw line, you can tell Kobe it's his first game of the season. You can tell he hasn't done anything since August when he originally injured that calf muscle. So he struggled. Let's be honest, he struggled. Even though he does have 27 points in this game, 5 of 14 from the field, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc, but gets to the free throw line 14 times, makes all 14, and some big free throws down the stretch of this game for the Bulls. When it looked like, and Kobe, honestly, it should have been 15 to fit. Well, actually, it may not have even been 14. He may not have got 14 free throw attempts because on that last play in overtime, when Coby White got the game time bucket, there should have been a foul called on Larry Markkanen as he bumped him on that drive. Kobe made the layup. It should have been an and one, and game over. Bulls are heading off to Denver with a W. But they didn't call the foul, and Bulls take the L. Now, Josh Giddey in this game, the The points, rebounds, and assists, fantastic. 26 points, 13 rebounds, 13 assists. So another triple double for Josh Giddey. But even as a Josh Giddey fan, I'm going to say he did not play well in this game whatsoever. I'm personally going to say this was not a good game for Josh Giddey. Despite having a 26-point triple double, he didn't play well whatsoever. 9 of 21 from the field, just under 43%, 2 of 7 from beyond the arc, 28%. Does get to the free throw lines, goes 6 of 7, so 85. That's the good part there. The really, really bad part in this game, 6 turnovers for Josh Giddey. And some of them were just fucking horrible. There Now there was one where he tried to dish it to Isaac Okoro on a fast break, tried to thread the needle, didn't come off. Probably the worst one when he had, Yusuf Nurkic guarding him out on the perimeter. I can't remember if it was in the first half, and he literally just throws it straight into Jokic's hands. What the fuck? I mean, so there was some really, really bad turnovers in this game from Josh Giddey. So again, despite the great looking numbers of 26, 13, and 13, not a good not a good game from Josh Giddey at all whatsoever. I just I and yeah, I can say that being a Josh Giddey fan, this was not a good game from Josh at all. He took some questionable shots. There was a pull-up three, which was not the right shot to take. Yeah, there was some things where I'm just like, Josh, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? Now, on a little bit of a flip side, you can see that Nikola Vucevic really benefited from Josh Giddey's return in this game. He finishes with a double double, 21 points, 12 rebounds, 8 of 17 from the field, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Missed the game potential game time three at the buzzer. I think possibly the Bulls could have drawn up a better, like Billy Donovan could have drawn up a better play there to get Kevin Herter or Coby White or hell, even Patrick Williams coming off of his screen to get a better looking shot at three than Nikola Vucevic. Shit, I would have preferred Josh Giddey be the one taking that shot over Nikola Vucevic. But but yeah, so a nice bounce back game of sorts. I'm not saying he was good, but he was definitely far better than what he's been in these previous few games with Josh Giddey out. So you can definitely see that Vucevic. It's almost like his play is beneficial when Josh Giddey plays as opposed to when he doesn't. Now, Marcus Buzelis, he has been struggling of late. Now, in this game, he does finish with 18 points, 6 boards, and assists, and 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, two or 3 from the free throw line. So kind of some solid numbers there, but he fouls out like for at least the second time this season. I'm just getting bullied down to the post. Now, in terms of Martis building up that physicality, building up that strength, it's gonna take a couple of years. The kid's still only 20 years old. He's always gonna be that long, wiry frame. He's never gonna be a big, bulking forward whatsoever, and honestly, you don't probably even really need or want him to be a big, bulking forward, but you do need him to be a lot stronger, but also strong enough to the point where he doesn't lose his athleticism and explosiveness as well. But he needs to be able to be a lot stronger to take on the physicality of how opposing teams are either making him defend or how they're defending him. Now, yeah, overall, this is just a disappointing loss. Like I can continue to go through the numbers for these players, but honestly, overall, this is a very disappointing loss for the for the Chicago Bulls against the Utah Jazz. This was a game that you try to have this game done, and no disrespect to Utah, I mean, it's a very young, scrappy team. Like Ace Bailey fouled out in 10 minutes of that. I believe it was 10 minutes of action that Ace Bailey played. Yeah, 10 minutes, 26 seconds. He fouls out. But a very young team, scrappy team. Obviously, their best player is Lauri Markkanen. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful to them, but I'm sorry. This is a game, especially when you're going into Denver tomorrow night. This is a game you should have had wrapped up by three-quarter time, and that Vucevic, Josh Giddey, Coby White especially, even even maybe to an extent Marcus Buzelis, they're all sitting out the fourth quarter getting in some extra rest ready for tomorrow night against the Nuggets. And instead we play a double overtime game. So now the Bulls are gonna go into this game against Denver tomorrow with some extra tired legs. And honestly, I'm expecting that they're gonna get blown the fuck out. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. After tomorrow's game, we're gonna be 6 and 7, below 500 for the first time this season, and I think tomorrow is gonna get quite ugly. Now, I don't believe the Denver Nuggets played today. Just having a quick look through today's scores around the league. No, they did not. So the Nuggets are coming in fresh, whereas the Bulls are coming in on second night of a back to back. Obviously, double overtime. And the other part in this game that was disappointing that the Bulls have had 3 days rest coming into this game after that fucking debacle against the Detroit Pistons. So, and you should have been well rested. But the problem with, but what also people need to remember as well is that having 3 days rest while you are rested from games, you can actually, that can actually almost, like in terms of the NBA, that can actually be too long between games and you actually start to lose a bit of rhythm. Now, did they have any rhythm against the Detroit Pistons? Fuck no. But yeah, having a 3-day break between games can work against you as well. Because like Utah probably didn't play yesterday, but they probably played the day before. So they've still got a bit of a rhythm going, and that's flowed on it for them into this game as well. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. There's no excuses. Shouldn't have lost to the Utah Jazz. This game should have been wrapped up by three-quarter time, as I just said before. And now looking at Coby White, coming back to him real quick before I wrap up the show, it's going to take a process potentially of a couple of weeks before Coby White is back into full rhythm. You can see out there as well that he was trying to rush things. He was trying to force things, and things will be fine for Kobe White. So if people are going to start losing their minds now, I've been off my phone the whole um all day. I'm watching the game. So once I finish recording this, I'm going to go through everyone's comments on Twitter and all that sort of stuff. See how everyone's reacting to the game. But I sincerely hope I don't see anything about Kobe White negatively, because even though yes he struggled shooting the ball, that is to be expected when he hasn't played a game since last season. He hasn't been able to do much in the way of basketball activities since August, because that's when he hurt his calf originally. So it's going to take you a few weeks for Kobe to get back into a rhythm, and might it's going to take you a few games for the rest of the team to reintegrate him into the lineup, into the system, and back to being the focal point of the offense. And hopefully, once that does happen, things will start to turn around for the Bulls, and we start getting things clicking again. Now, we did come out of the toughest schedule in the NBA so far. This one again should have been a dub, no excuses. And got Denver coming up, and then Portland 2 days after that. So hopefully things can start to turn around for the Bulls real soon. I don't have much more to add to this. This is again a disappointing loss. Um, yeah, I don't know what else what to say. Like, if I was going live, I'd be probably responding to comments if anyone was watching live. Um, but yeah, maybe one day. All right, guys. So that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of Whole Lot of Bull. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, and yeah. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at Bulls_Troy. Follow the show at Whole Lot of Bull. So yeah, until next time, Bulls fans, see you red. Go Bulls.